FlossTube. It's Curtis Stitcher here, and I'm here with another Flossmas / Countdown to Christmas video. Today is December 7th, so that means it is day 7 of our 12 days of Christmas stitching. So yesterday, there is a no day 6 video, and that's because yesterday I just did not have it in me to film one. But I still did open my advent calendars and did the stitching and stuff, so I'll show you that as well as with day 6 and 7, kind of at around the same time. Hope that's okay. It's just how it is, and yeah. Alrighty, so, day 6 of yesterday's was, this is the cookie exchange from Hands On Design. So what I got done yesterday was I got more done on this bottom part, and then I started up on this. There's like a little stack of cookies here, so I got the tray and these two start of the cookies done. So that is day 6 and what I worked on yesterday. And what I will work on today is this is Shiny Little Zoo from Satsuma Street. So I am currently working on the horse right now. I will get her out to show you what my progress is so far. So this is the progress I have on that so far. Yeah. So we'll see how far I get on today, as today is another day off. So I'll do some stitching and also do some housework as well. Alright, so that's our stitching. And shall we get on to the advents? I think so. Alrighty, so we usually start with our Disney, Williams, and Soma Mickey and Mouse candy calendar. And yesterday's treat was a silver foiled chocolate star, which I will definitely eat that today because those are delicious. Alright, and today is the 7th, so we'll open up number 7. First we gotta find, oh, there it is. Number 7 is down here by Mickey's foot. So we'll do that. Ooh, yum. Chocoballs. Yummy. More chocolate. My favorite. Alright, sweet. So those will get eaten later today. For sure. And then we have the Black Needle Society Advent Calendar. So yesterday's gift was this really pretty My Christmas List notepad. Very fun. I really liked all the little gingerbread and the candy canes. And I just thought it was very festive. But we can read what it says about this. December 6th. Exclusive Christmas Ornament Christmas List Notepad by Katarina Book Designs. Keep track of the goodies you'd like to see under the tree or as a handy Christmas shopping list for others. Alright, so that was yesterday's day 6. And now today is December 7th. In day 7. So, we have it in this cute little packaging. This is day 7. Oh, I didn't even notice. On the back, it's a little TV that says Merry Christmas. Alright, so let's see what's in here. Oh, looks like we got a needle minder. Let's see what it is. Oh, that's fun. It's the leg lamp from A Christmas Story. Alright, let's scratch to see what that's all about. Exclusive. Exclusive Fragile Needleminder from the Wild Rainbow Company. It's a major award. Show it off with some pride while stitching this holiday season. Very fun. I actually have not seen A Christmas Story, so I don't really get the reference. Maybe I'll have to watch that movie. But yeah, very cute. And since it is a Wednesday, that means we get another advent calendar today. So I ordered the Christmas solstice, the winter solstice countdown advent calendar from Fangirl Fibers. So every Wednesday I get to open another package, and she also sends a pattern too. So we have December 7th, and let's see what goodies we have today. Her packaging nearly is not as much fun as the Black Needle Society, but that's okay. Okay, what do we have today? We got some fabrics. All right, we have, oh, and a needle minder too. All right, we have these beautiful silks. It's nice green, nice yellow, not yellow, like reddish orange color. It's pretty gold color. And this, oops. And this cute Kristoff and Sven's Ice Delivery. Arendelle's top quality ice. Oh, so cute. So yes, as I've mentioned before, that Frozen is one of my favorite Disney movies. So when I saw this box, I kind of had to jump on it. And also, oh, Fangirl Fibers. So this is the fabric. So the fabric, ooh, kind of coordinates with the pattern, and today's pattern says reindeers are better than people, and that is actually the name of this fabric. It's 32 count linen fabric, fat eighth, and the name of it is reindeer are better than people. And some days I definitely agree with that, although I'd probably say animals are better than people. But yeah, so I will also attach a picture of the pattern here that was sent to us in our emails. Alrighty. Oh, so fun. Maybe I'll start this. But yeah, so the fabric coordinates with the pattern. Alright. And next is the advent calendar from my husband. So yesterday's was this. It says, "I'm not spoiled. My husband just loves me." And oh, how true that is. He does, and I love him very much as well. So I haven't gotten my present from him yet either, because we like to do that when we're both home together, so we'll open that when he gets later home from work. So I'll insert the picture of what he gets me today here. Alrighty, so those are all of our Advent Flossmas Advent calendars, and next we're going to talk about our animal of the day. So, as mentioned, we missed day 6 yesterday. So, day 6 animal yesterday was the polar bear. So, I will insert a picture of a polar bear here. Oh, they're so cute, yet they're so terrifying. Oh, gotta love polar bears. Anyways, so polar bears can be found in Alaska, Canada, Russia, Greenland, and Norway, and they are often found above the Arctic Circle where it is very chilly. So the males will weigh about, these bears are large bears, so the males generally weigh about 775 pounds to 1,300 pounds, and then females are going to be a bit smaller, but they're still pretty big, so they weigh about 330 pounds to 650 pounds. And their age can be, in the wild, they'll generally live to be about 15 to 18 years old. However, some have been seen to live up to 30s, and in captivity, they could definitely live into their 30s as well. So polar bears have many different adaptations to help them live up in the Arctic, where it is very chilly, and it is quite the harsh environment. So they have 2 layers of fur, and this fur will help keep them warm. It also helps camouflage them as well, as there's fur is actually transparent, but there's hollow cores inside in the fur, and this actually will refract the light, so it bounces off, so it makes them give them their white appearance. They also have a layer of fat. This layer of fat can be quite thick. And this actually helps to keep them warm, both above land and especially when they're swimming in the water. As what fur does not help keep you warm, but their fat layer definitely helps keep them warm in that frigid cold water of the Arctic. Alright, they also have, their big paws are quite large, and they kind of act as snowshoes, so they kind of help distribute the weight and keep them from sinking too far into the snow. And they also will help act as paddles. So the front paws will allow them to paddle, while the back paws they'll use to help them steer. And then they also have tiny hairs on their paws, and those are called papillae. And they kind of help them grip the snow and the ice to keep them from slipping, and they'll also use their large claws as traction to help them dig them into the snow and the ice to help them. The The claws also help to hold on to seals as they eat. So yeah, so those are a couple of their adaptations. And then their diet. So they are carnivores, which means they're going to eat mostly meat. So they eat mostly ringed and furred seals, which is important, and they depend on the ring and the fur seals because they have a very high fat content, so that helps them build up their fat content. They also will rely on the sea ice as well, because the furred and ring seals will, so they will maintain holes in the sea ice to allow for the seals to allow them to pop up and get onto land, and for breathing as well. So the polar bears know this, so what they're going to do is they're actually going to hang by these holes, and when the seals pop up, that's when the bears are going to jump in and attack them. So yeah, so those are the polar bears, and also polar bears are very endangered, and this is because their hunting methods rely on the sea ice. So with the disappearing sea ice, they're kind of losing their hunting methods. And polar bears are also known to travel long distances to find these holes and the breathing. However, so they're enough of the sad stuff. And their link to Christmas is that they are polar bear animals, so they'll be found up by the North Pole where Santa lives. Hopefully they're a bit nicer to Santa and all his elves and stuff. But yeah, so they're kind of linked because they're up in the Arctic cold air, around where Santa would live. And they're just winter animals. Polar bears are often depicted as quite cute, as they are cute, but once again, they are very dangerous as well, because they're just large, and when they're hungry, yeah, I would not want to come across a hungry polar bear. So that was yesterday's animal, which is the polar bear. And today's animal are camels. So I'll insert a picture of some camels here. Camels are also very cute. They're just funny looking animals, I think. Anyways, so there are 3 different species of camels. So there's the Bactrian camel, which has the 2 humps, and there's the dromedary camel, which has 1 hump. And then there's also a wild, so those are both domesticated by humans, but there is still a wild population of Bactrian camels that live up in the Mongolia, northwest China of the Gobi Desert. So yep, so the Bactrian camels can be mostly found in Central Asia, while the dromedary camels are going to be found in the Middle East, the Sahara Desert, and mostly South Asia. So generally, camels are going to live to be about 50 to 40 years old. And then dromedary camels, which are the smaller of the 2 species, are going to be about 600 to 1,320 pounds, while Bactrian camels are going to be bigger, and they're going to weigh about 660 pounds to 220 pounds. Sorry. Big numbers could be a little bit of a struggle for me. Anyways, so camels also live in the desert, which is a very harsh environment too, and it's hard to live in the desert. So they have a couple of adaptations that help them to live there. So for one thing, those big humps, they don't store water, they store fat. So camels can go between about 10 days without drinking water, and how they do that is they use the water that's stored in their fat. There's a whole big science system of how they metabolize that. I'm not going to go into that because it's complicated. But that's how. There's a way that they metabolize the fat to get water from your humps. They're also able to withstand really large body temperatures and just temperatures in general, because deserts have very large, so during the day, it's going to get really hot, but then during the night, it's going to get cold. And camels are able to withstand that. They're also able to withstand long, as mentioned, they can go days without drinking water, which an average mammal is not going to be able to survive, but camels can because of the hump. If you look at a camel, you'll notice they have a very thick coat. And this thick coat, you would think would make them overheat, but it actually helps them to dissipate the heat. So it's from the desert sand. So it helps them stay cool. And then they also have their long legs, which also keep them further away from the ground, as the desert sand is going to get very hot. And they also have those big feet as well. Their big feet and their gait help them to keep from sinking into sink into the sand. And then if you look up at their face, you'll notice that they have very hairy ears and hairy and long eyelashes. And those help keep the sand out from their ears and their eyelashes. And they're also able to close their nostrils too. So this all helps to keep the sand out. And if the sand does get into their eyes, they have a third eyelid, which is called a nictitating membrane, which is kind of works like a windshield wiper and helps get the sand out. So that's a bit about their adaptations and how they're able to live in the desert. And however, they're domesticated. So there were wild populations, but then humans domesticated them. So they're mostly used as pack animals and for transportation. So they were domesticated around, the dromedaries were domesticated around 3000 BC in Somalia and southern Arabia. And then the Bactrian camels were domesticated in Central Asia around 2500 BC. And as mentioned, so they're mostly used for transportation and as pack animals. However, they're also used for many different food sources. So people will drink camel's milk, which is very high in, which helps them, they can survive for a long time on camel's milk. And they also are used for meat as well. Although between the different cultures, there's seen as eating camels as a bit different. So that's a bit about humans' connections to animals, and their connection to camels during Christmas is that. So traditionally, you will find camels in nativity scenes, and this is because it is that the three kings slash the wise men that arrived on camel, that the ones who predicted Jesus' birth. So when they went to see Jesus, they were coming in on camelback. So that's a bit about the camels. Oh, at the zoo, we do have some camels. So we have a adult dromedary camel. His name is Max. He's actually a very sweet guy. He's one of my favorites. Sorry. I say this about probably every animal at the zoo. They're all my favorite. Not supposed to admit that, but they are. So yeah, Max is a very sweet guy. If you go over and say hi to him, he'll often say hi, and he's very sweet. And then we also have a baby. Oh, I'll insert a picture of Max here. And then we also have a baby camel as well. Her name is Farah. She is a Bactrian camel, so she has 2 humps, while Max only has 1 hump. So Farah is bottle fed, so she gets 4 liters of milk replacer 3 times a day. And she sucks those bottles right down. She is a sassy little girl, let me tell you that. She gets very excited for her bottle. I'll also insert a picture of her here. And yeah, so I really do enjoy getting to work with our camels. They both are just full of personality, and they're great animals to have. So everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And be sure to tune in tomorrow. Join me for another Flossmas / countdown to Christmas video. Have a good rest of your day, everybody. Bye!